I got,
People are talking over me, that's fucking normal.
Alright, calm down.
No, I'm not calming down. So, we have a few topics on the agenda today, such as, what the hell this is going to be, what we're doing with our lives, and, yeah.
Taints.
Taints.
That was supposed to be a conversation topic, but in the end we decided that it would
like to
be
keep our YouTube
disadvantageous.
Why'd you cover that up? Or why'd you open it? Fuck, I
it was
clicked in
cold.
it. No, why'd you open it? I closed it and you opened it again.
Because I was inside of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so anyways,
Who put Apple test?
by the time this is uploaded, there will already be everything that I'm talking about in this little bit here uploaded, ready to go, all done. Specifically, that is a trailer video. It's more of a memento mori of what this channel was at a certain point, and really what it aims to be, vaguely. It's meant for the people who have kind of stuck around and been subscribed to this inactive piece of shit for a long time, and I hope that it answers some people's questions about what this is, what it aims to be. Secondly, I want to talk about the upload schedule, which is covered in the trailer, but I figure that because I have a little bit more time to make myself clear, this is also a good time to mention it and talk about it. What you're seeing right now is the full unedited podcast, I assume. I don't know if I'll include this in the edit, the highlights, but every full podcast, or raw as I like to call them, podcast will be uploaded on Wednesdays.
Raw Wednesdays.
Raw. Whereas the the highlight videos will be uploaded Sundays. And that's the upload schedule for now. If anything changes, update video will be released, or it'll be added as a little segue into a podcast video. The next thing I want to talk about is still a couple things before our real first topic, and that is the group inconsistency. As you can see, we have some of the people that were here, but we have a new person here. And that is because not everybody is always available. It's going to be nice if we can get people like Retard, Dyer, back.
Hey. Oh, there you go. Okay. I thought you were talking about me for a second. I was like, hey, buddy.
No, you're here. What do you mean?
If we can get people like that.
I'm going to be consistent. As long as it's on Saturdays or Sundays, I'll be consistent. I'll be here almost every week. There's
as long as I'm notified. And
there's a couple of weeks coming up where I'm going out of town for a vacation, so I might not be on then, but other than that...
Yeah, me as well, but that's fine.
I could be on in the near future, but I'll have terrible Wi-Fi.
Loser. Anyways, that's that addressed. The group isn't going to be consistent 100% of the time. That's the big thing that I wanted to take away from this. The next thing is the next potential project. After we finish this town hall, it's really going to be shaping out the town, roads, plots.
That's what I've been doing.
Detailing. That's going to be the main focus.
Main buildings as well.
That's going to be the main
focus.
Like
community buildings as well.
Yeah, community buildings. Something.
Well, that's what this little space in front of the town here.
Where?
These couple plots here.
Well, they're not full plots, but they're just. I couldn't fit a plot on them effectively, so...
Yeah, these?
This, all of the area in front of the town hall goes to the sides or goes
I meant like buildings that were designated to things, to like build a blacksmith to have an anvil in or something, right?
Yeah, no, of course. We can get on that later, but like I said, the next town project is most likely going to be actually forming the town, giving it a little bit of a structure. After the town hall is built, working on where people might spawn in, maybe a lectern and a book talking about rules, etc. Something like that. You kind of get it, etc., etc. You can suck my dick. The next thing we want to talk about is the first real topic, and it's kind of broad, so you guys can start with whatever the hell you want.
I forgot what it was.
And the first topic is childhood fear. That's a good one.
All my childhood fears I still have, so.
I respect that. Ain't nothing wrong
I
with
mean,
that.
I had two main ones, and those are just spiders because they're dumb, and nothing should have 8 eyes and also 8 legs.
Agreed.
That's just not normal, and they should stop.
Okay.
It's not like I'm a fear of like getting poisoned or anything. It's just that they need to get out of my area, or I will eviscerate them.
Dude, I have the same thing.
Interesting.
And then the other one is heights, but like only to a certain extent. Like it's weird. Like I will get like on a plane. I'm fine with that. But if I get on a ladder that's just too tall, I'm just not having that.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't know why. It's just mostly just the fear of falling to my death.
Okay. Interesting.
I work at heights, so I mean, I've never been particularly comfortable with heights, but once you start working at the top of 12-foot ladders with a bunch of dumbasses running around underneath you, and you got something in both hands, so you're just standing on the top of this giant fucking ladder doing your work with your hands. I mean, once you do that for 40 or 50 hours, you start to get a lot more comfortable with it, and I trust the equipment and stuff that I'm using, so...
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
I've never really had a fear of it, but it's been like, I'm uncomfortable with it, right?
Nice. Yeah, no, I feel you. I mean, I'm not necessarily afraid of heights either. I'm afraid of dying a little bit, which is why getting on really tall, like, sketchy shit bothers me. That's not a fear of heights, though, I don't think.
I mean, for me, at least, once I get up to a certain height, it's like it's often tied to, like, a thing in your inner ear. That's this case for me, where, like, I will just get wobbly, and I will barely be able to stand up straight without falling over if I'm too close to a ledge.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not particularly afraid of heights. I'm afraid of clowns. I fucking hate them.
Why?
I don't know. They just scare me. They're unnatural. Like you said about the spiders. Like...
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
It's just weird.
For me, they're discomforting, and they make me uncomfortable. Like, I'm not actively, like, afraid of them.
I mean, I'm not gonna run away from one if I see it in public, but they're certainly not rustling my jimmies. That's for sure.
I've been recently taught to not destroy spiders out of existence because my dad wasn't having that because he thinks like everything deserves a chance to live. So I just kind of leave it alone. But if it like gets too close to me, I just chuck literally anything at it.
Dude, fucking like wasps. Wasps are an abomination that shouldn't be living.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not afraid of them, but I hate them.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of them, but they just
as long as it doesn't land on me, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean,
wasps absolutely terrifying.
Like the way I see wasps and stuff, it's like bees. Like I don't care.
No, wasps are different than bees. Wasps are like bees. If
wasps
you
will sting you for no goddamn reason.
No, I know. I'm saying like. It's like my view on people and like ideologies. You can be a communist, just don't talk to me about it. I don't care. If you're a wasp and you want to eat my ass, as long as you don't do that, that's okay. We're gonna be friends. That's how it works.
See, I used to be like very afraid of like most bugs, but then I got over it, and that was main reason to do that was me getting over wasps because there was like a wasp nest like under my front porch.
That's fine.
So anytime I had to go into my house, I had to go near wasps. And then we eventually got an exterminator, and he obliterated them. But
good. That's what deserves to happen to wasps.
Yeah, I remember when I
by
was
then
like,
I just kind of got used to them.
When I was like 10, I thought it was a great idea to smack a giant wasp nest in my courtyard with a baseball bat.
Smart. You're smart.
And so I just have a memory of me running up to a wasp nest, hitting it with a baseball bat, and then immediately jumping in the pool because they were swarming.
Don't they just fly over it until
yeah,
they come back up?
They do.
So how'd that go?
Put it this, I don't have any memories of getting stung at that point in time.
Your mind blocked it out.
I have a stronger memory when I was in middle school. We didn't actually have a proper cafeteria because the people who built our school, they thought it was a good idea to keep everything like outside. All of the hallways were outside.
Wait, what do you mean?
It sucked ass. Like the hallways for the school were outside.
That doesn't. That's
like,
not hallway.
You had to go outside to get to the next class.
No, that's not
A
hallway.
bunch
Dude.
of
That's just a
portables,
path.
or
No, it was a building, like a full-on building. But instead of there being, like on the second floor, instead of it being a closed-off space, there was just a fence. So you couldn't jump off.
Was it barbed?
Why would it be barbed?
The outer fence.
Well, because then you could just climb it and jump off.
I mean, you could, but it definitely deterred it. Like, they called the cafeteria the breezeway, and what happened is that because the janitors at our school never decided to clean the trash out, bees would just nest there. I remember eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I was like
You were just
12,
eating bees.
and I got stung 6 times by bees.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
I get to get stung by a bee or wasp.
Okay, put it this way. It's more like shock. It doesn't hurt that bad. You know when you get like a shot? That's what it feels like.
When you get shot?
Like no. When you go and like you get a vaccine or
Oh.
something.
No,
You get a little needle boy.
Anti-vax.
You're anti-vax? You should.
No, I'm
How are
not
you still
anti-vax.
alive?
I'm not.
Don't sneeze on me, bro.
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 But yeah, no,
I don't think I know anyone who's anti-vax, actually.
I know somebody
all dead.
who is, but not by choice. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know
Well, they're
anyone
not
who is voluntary or involuntary.
Yeah, there was a girl who I think went transgender that went to my middle school.
She went dead.
His or her name was Alex, and I remember
You got that gender-neutral name, too.
their parents, its parents, we're just gonna go with it. I don't really know.
They? There?
Shut the fuck up. Them's parents.
Well, no, there actually works in that context.
Yeah, okay,
It's
that's
there.
fair.
It's there, idiot. Thems? Thems?
It was a joke, dipshit. Yeah, we're just gonna use them's anyways.
Alright, I like it. Thems.
Them's parents. Them's parents didn't believe in medicine. They didn't believe in antibiotics.
Wait, so they're like naturopaths, but like
Yeah,
dumb?
yeah.
Nice.
So like, if them got sick,
Thems got sick.
they would be gone for a while. Like,
So they give them some like soup or something? Like
yeah,
anything?
I mean, pretty much it. Like, I'm pretty sure that the way that they saw things was that,
Oh! I just fell off the roof.
shit. It was like, that modern medicine is like poison, almost. It's like really bad for you.
Did they have any like proof of this? Like
No, I think it was just
like
their-
some
their
crazy person
origin.
Bible or
no,
something?
I don't think it's like that. I'm pretty sure it's because of where they came from. I'm pretty sure that she was a first generation American. So I'm pretty sure her parents came from a lesser developed country where medicine was a lot less trustworthy and sketchy. Where if you did actually get a shot because it was unsanitized or something, there was actually a genuine fear.
Immunization, everyone gets the same needle in them.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, it does happen in some countries, I'm sure, where it's still better to get the immunization if they don't have money to purchase sterile equipment or if they can't clean it themselves. It's still beneficial not to have your entire population die from the measles.
Die.
Yeah. Speaking of the measles, you guys hear that resurged? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's pretty rough.
yeah.
That's an abomination.
It shouldn't have happened. We all know that. And I think we all know why it happened.
Where did it come from is the
The
question.
measles? Well, it's not okay. The
It's not.
measles.
It wasn't eradicated.
It wasn't eradicated. It was more centered around like rural areas where people either didn't believe in vaccinations or didn't have access to vaccinations. It also, I'm sure, is still alive in countries that just don't have modern medicine yet. Places in Africa, I'm sure, people are still plagued by smallpox and shit.
I made the roof thicker, and I think it looks nicer.
Okay. I trust you. I'm mining right now, so I can focus.
Diamonds?
instead of
Mining
just running
diamonds?
around. I got 17. Oh yeah, those were diamonds. 17 diamonds, yeah. It was a
Y'all
greenish
just go
tint, so I thought it
mining
was
for
emeralds.
diamonds.
You know, I would continue building. Personally, I'm just funding the towns with resources.
No, I'm not even talking about you're going mining. I just mining for diamonds.
Mining away. I don't know what to mine. I'll mine it.
Anyone else got any
Anyway.
childhood fears other than clowns, spiders, and heights?
Like, not a childhood fear, but a fear that I developed after, like, essentially, like, letting my balls drop.
Oh no, I don't like where this is
My
going.
genuine biggest fear, like dead ass, is like some shit that happened in Hawaii, where, like, okay, I'm gonna provide some. I'm gonna provide some context. You guys know what
Nuclear
happened in
fallout, false
Hawaii,
alarm.
right?
So
So,
you're gonna have to be
like-
more specific than
Okay.
that.
Volcano shit.
So in Hawaii, there was a nuclear false alarm. Someone hit
Oh,
the
yes,
wrong
that's what I
button
just
during
said
a
that.
Yeah, I heard
test,
about that.
and everybody in Hawaii did the thing, right? Now
They
there
pressed
was
the wrong button.
That was
Yeah.
a giant meme.
there was a guy, right? There was a guy. I'm not 100% sure if this is real. Of course, it could be just a meme story. Oh, this is the wrong place. But
He lived in a bunker.
no. There was a guy who he heard the thing, and he was a virgin or whatever. And so, long story short,
no.
him and his sister decided to fuck.
Oh, good lord.
And then they found out that it was just a prank. They have to live with that for the rest of their lives.
Is this your fear? Are you fear that you're gonna do this?
No, I'm not afraid of that. I'm just afraid of the nuclear holocaust part. But, like, that's just...
I was gonna say.
I mean, I'm not afraid of accidental incest, if that's what you were worried about.
That is what I was worried about.
I figured I'd put a little funny story alongside, like, my genuine fear.
The big funny.
I'm addicted to World War II history and shit, as you probably know. And I've got a plethora of novels about the bombings of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I did a research project recently where I actually talked about, like, dystopian future and, like, the future, like, nuclear future. And there was artwork done by people who survived Nagasaki and Hiroshima where they drew pictures of people with their skin falling off and shit.
That's hot.
And it's like,
Get it?
I don't-
This nuclear fallout.
yeah, no, like
Fucking hell, dude.
I don't mind, like, instant death if that's gonna happen. I don't want to end up as one of those people.
Oh, your skin burning off? There's worse ways you can go.
That's
Are you sure
debatable.
about that?
Yes.
Like, drowning is pretty bad. Drowning and burning, those are my, like,
There's a
are the
lot of,
two
like,
worst.
medieval Asian, or not medieval, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, another good
Asian
one.
Empire era, where they just had a bunch of really terrible torture devices.
Another good one to watch out for is the one where, oh shit, what is it?
I don't know.
They take a rat and put it in a
Yeah.
wooden cage
The
and
rat
put it
It's the rat.
over your stomach.
Oh yeah,
They
and then
set the cage on
yes.
fire so
through.
the cage has to dig. Yeah, the rat has to dig through you. That's a bad way to go, but you know, that's only like pain in like one area. Like if your skin is falling off, like it's just constant pain until you slowly die from
What
radiation.
about flesh-eating diseases?
That is fucked.
That's bad, but at the
Like,
same
why does that
time,
exist?
like if you're in America, like,
I'm not.
If you're in a civilized country, America was just trying to be used as an example. If you're in a country with somewhat
I don't know
modern
about that
medicine,
one.
they can just euthanize you before it fucks you up too bad. I personally dislike euthanasia. Like, I understand it.
Gee, I wonder why.
I disagree with euthanasia where, like, it's not, like, necessary. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're dying of cancer or whatever, or, like, if your skin is falling off and you just live in pain, you're gonna die. You know you're gonna die. And it's
Yeah,
just
but
a
like
matter of
you
time.
can just like
I much prefer that someone has the option then. But there was a poll or something recently where somebody suggested like assisted suicide, where you could just choose to euthanize yourself whenever you wanted. And I don't like
I
that.
don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I
one
think if
either.
you have a life-ending disease
Mhm.
and it's causing you active pain, then that situation
That's how
probably.
I see it as well. Where it's like,
But, like-
if it's reasonable, because you think if you want to go to a clinic and get yourself euthanized and you're perfectly fine, you're probably not in the right state of mind anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't allow you to do it regardless. So it's, I mean, like, it just, I don't know. It just, that's one of those things where, although I do agree that a lot of times people should have a choice in whatever they want to do, that's just one of those things where we have to regulate that because it's going to be abused and people are going to end up killing themselves when there's really no reason for them to end their lives, which is a shame. So that got deep.
Moving on to a lighter topic. Anyone got any stone
Yeah.
brick stairs?
There should be tons of stone brick in one of the chests. We can move on to the next topic that we have here.
Taint.
No.
that one got removed.
Oh,
Wonder why.
damn! I was looking forward
The
to that
worst
one.
YouTube channel.
This
That
one.
fucking no.
I thought you were
no,
gonna say that.
Bright side, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Uh,
know
Either
who that is.
Brightside or did any of you go? Oh god, Brightside 5-minute craft or
Ooh, okay.
that guy Easy Escape just made a video on. Do any of you know who Easy Escape is?
I don't know who
I
that
heard of
is,
him.
no.
I've heard of him, but I don't watch him.
He's like he's similar to like Apollo running salt. He makes like running videos. So
Why do you
there
have
was
so many
this-
chests?
There was this cheater in the speedrunning community that was faking speedruns, and they were blatantly fake.
Yes, but
And
there's a lot of those.
he was like sexually harassing people on
Oh,
and like
shit.
showing his ass on YouTube, and like
That's kind of hot.
he's Brazilian.
Uh,
He's Brazilian, so YouTube just doesn't. So
yeah, because then
Can I get the
then
channel,
they'd be
please?
harassing a minority.
just look up the Easy Escape video. It's called "This Speedrun Cheater Went Too Far." It's his most recent video.
I need this for personal reasons.
He's literally he's done porn before, dude. Like he says
So,
he shows him
are
the
we,
video.
what, like, are we... I'd say if we're going that far, it's one thing to sexually harass people, but it's another thing to pull with this, there was a Minecraft YouTuber, he was like Lion something. You know what I'm talking
Lion
about?
Maker.
Yeah, where he was like...
I don't.
To like 10
That
and
was,
11-year-old kids, he was like, I'll pay you $500 for nudes.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Actually, I do remember that dude.
Like, it's one thing if you do that with, like, older fans, like 20s, like, legal.
Like 70s.
That's... I mean, that's legal, so, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Cranny cream, hot butter ice cream.
Jesus Christ.
Yes,
but,
please.
yeah, no, I mean, at least they're legal, but kids, you don't take kids into that.
No.
Kids don't belong. Kids don't deserve that. You know, I work at a place with kids, and as much as I hate them, they don't deserve that. They really don't. It's not fair. It's something
I thought.
why?
So, are we talking about like in terms of things they've done, or like in terms of actual quality of their genuine
Oh, in
content?
terms of content, the worst quality is easily 5-minute crafts or Brightside.
What's
like,
okay?
that's-
What's that one YouTube
I
guy?
know what you're.
His name's like Jimmy or something, where his entire
Mr.
content.
Beast.
Okay, Mr. Beast is. It's like ironically bad.
No, I find Mr. Beast.
It's decent. It's not terrible. It's not bad. by
It's
any
not.
means.
I wouldn't say it's the worst.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
I'd
not.
say it's like.
These videos
I'd
are
say
funny. Like if we're talking
his-
about like
yeah,
moral behind it, it's kind of sketchy, but
What do you mean?
like it's money for
Just
views
gives a
essentially.
shit ton of money away.
Yeah, I mean it's a good thing, but at the same time it's like forced clickbait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, but that's.
So-
I mean, it's not any worse than.
No, it's not. I'm not saying he's a bad YouTuber.
I'm gonna say it's clickbait done well.
Yeah, I agree. It's like fair clickbait.
It's tasteful.
Yeah, it's tasteful is a great way to put it.
Tantalizing.
Tantalizing.
Did we not?
We're back
Okay.
to taints again.
But yeah, there's a guy. I think his name is like something Jimmy, or something on YouTube, and
Simmy and Jimmy.
no.
Monkey
It's like
Jones?
Slippin' Jimmy or something like that. And this
Slip
guy,
in Jimmy.
no, no, but this guy, he makes YouTube videos. He's like, okay, guys, I have the GTA 6 copy. I promised you guys.
Oh, I know. Yes, I know this.
You know what I'm talking about? And he's
Yeah.
like this spunky Brazilian guy,
I'd
or
slip
like
it in.
Hispanic or something. I don't know what
Yeah,
his
I
YouTube
don't. I
channel
can't
is
place.
exactly.
I can't place his name, but I
Yeah,
know.
no,
exactly.
yeah. No, that's toxic. That's real toxic. It's one thing, like. Also, the people who remember that gift card giveaway trend,
Yeah.
where people were
that
like,
stuff- that was
like,
bullshit.
subscribe, click the bell, write a comment about why you should receive this $300 iTunes gift card, and then no one would get the gift card. No one would get the gift card, and he would just gain
You
a shit ton of
you
subscribers.
mispronounced that.
You
Thank you. Thank you.
admin God Emperor. I want that title.
Why does it say God Emperor?
Because you're the. I set this to the nation capital,
Oh,
so you're the
okay.
king.
I am the king. Hey, you know what? I can fry you alive.
You
I'm
could.
gonna rain thunder and lightning and fireballs upon.
Uh,
like,
You won't.
okay, wait.
yeah.
Can we show the Navy SEAL copy pasta that I sent Discord in like that random African language?
We don't even know if it's
This is a
African.
thing.
It was just.
Well, it's a
Turns out it's
thing.
just French.
No,
It's not
French.
it. Hey, Ethan, if you can correctly read it, I will drop you. I'll spot you $5 right now.
It's in the general Discord.
In the other one.
No, in this one I added Dyer with it the other day because he wasn't coming on.
Also,
A
if you
giant
guys
fucking
look
of
at
text.
one of our
Oh, this. I was
Discord
looking at
members.
this. I just the only word I understood was kiddo. Oh, I see gorilla.
Yeah, Gorilla.
USA
Yeah,
and then US.
Because it's the Navy SEAL copy bastard. Dyer, I am a retard. Nice.
It works. Hopefully it'll get his attention. Maybe we don't have to fill his house with stairs again. We'll figure out once we spin the wheel.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say
He doesn't really
why don't
have a
we
house
move-
yet.
Why don't we move to that real quick? Why don't we?
Oh yeah, let's
Why don't we-
discuss that really fast. So because we're in the middle of the VOD, and I'm not gonna include this in the
Well,
highlights.
how long have we been running?
God, like at least maybe 20 minutes.
It's been more than that, I think. Can you just check?
I can't.
Oh,
There's
ooh.
no timer. Yeah. So yeah, because this is a little bit through the VOD, we decided to keep this a secret because it's essentially harassment.
Oh, this.
Essentially.
We created
What do
a
you mean,
wheel.
Essentially,
It is.
it is.
And it's essentially like the Wheel of Pain, but it's the Wheel of Pain specifically directed towards one person. And there's a bunch of good shit on there, like fill house with stone brick stairs, which is a running gag now. There's a lot of good stuff. I don't want to spoil it all, but at the end of each VOD, we're gonna spin the wheel, and you'll find out who our victim is soon enough. Let me just say that. And if you're unhappy with it,
Why don't we get him on here? Like,
he's offline. I'd rather follow the drama that's happening in the chat right now.
Wait, what do you mean?
Quote,
Oh,
"You're a
oh,
fucking
yeah.
joke, and I hope you leave your coffee cup on the roof of your car and drive off." Dude, that's such a good insult. I never even thought about saying that. I hope you leave your coffee cup on the roof. Yeah, I hope you lose your alignment on your... Okay, alright, buddy. You had me at the first one, but you're losing me. Okay, everybody is responding now. I feel like this is gonna be like drawing and quartering. Someone just end his life really fast.
That's what I'm doing.
Jesus Christ. Whoa! Ooh, okay. He just got a little bit vulgar. I'm not sure we can show that on screen. You're hitting real hard,
I just
Ethan.
ended it.
Your brakes fall out and you crash to an orphanage where they're all playing Wizard 101. Tell it. No. Here, say this for me.
Alright, Nix says...
Oh.
So you mean Fortnite?
I hope that when you die, you create a trust. And... you leave $1 million inside of a trust. And that trust money gets misused to create a Wizard 101 school. Bro, you know those Minecraft schools that were a trend in like 2012?
Yeah.
Imagine being taught mathematics and engineering with Wizard 101. Imagine like you saying like, oh, I want to donate all my money to charity, and the charity that your trust owner picks goes to Wizard 101. Oh, Jesus.
But you don't need third first. There's someone in our town that doesn't have first. Well, yeah.
He's missing every year except second and fifth.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Like,
So basically,
here we go. It's story time now.
Okay.
The Minecraft
so
just
Buddy
stopped.
starts up his car. First thing you notice, the radio doesn't work because the fuse to get the car starting needs to be taken out of the radio and jammed into this console behind the wheel. Don't ask me how that works, I don't do cars, right? So he starts it up, the engine sounds like it's gonna explode, first off.
Wait, because he didn't put oil. So what happened is all the oil leaked out, and then he didn't put oil in it.
I can
So
see where
anyway,
this is going.
so I'm riding in this buddy's car, and this is back when he only didn't have, what was it? I think he only had second at that point.
Yeah.
No, I think he still had 6 as well. Anyway, so we'll be going. Then he decides he wants to change lanes. So he speeds up a bit to try and get past the guy. He just slams from 2nd gear to 5th gear. We just zoom down the main street. Just almost crash into an ambulance.
Oh my god.
It was amazing.
Sounds pretty good.
And yeah, the Res Rocket is forever sitting in the lot because no one's gonna buy a car without any gears.
Give it to me for free.
And he'd probably give it to you for free if you like fly all the way up here.
That'd be pretty sick. I don't know, I'm a motorcycle man myself.
I don't have a full
Room
control.
make pee-pee hard.
I replaced the wrong one. Whoops.
Yeah, I'm trying to save up cash for a down payment on like a Honda CBR 300 or a Kawasaki Ninja 250. So
Why do that when you can buy a Toyota Corolla?
cars are okay. The problem is though is that they cost a lot of money to maintenance, and like gas is really expensive, especially if you get an older car with low gas mileage. Motorcycles, at least in the short run, are a lot cheaper to maintain and a lot cheaper to buy. So also,
But they're also a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also a fucking. You just die.
I don't really care. I ride my bike.
Ride or die.
Ride or die. I should put a ride or die sticker like on my just my bicycle. That'd be a great gag.
Wait, on your bicycle? I don't have a bicycle anymore.
I literally use my bicycle to commute to work.
Interesting story about a co-worker of mine with his bicycle.
Oh boy.
So this guy is into mountain biking, right?
Okay.
And 2 days before our work season is supposed to start up, he messages the group chat. Sorry guys, won't be here for like 2 weeks. Everyone's like, oh, what happened? So Buddy broke his neck mountain biking, right?
Oh my god. Okay.
That it's a pretty normal thing. He's fine.
Okay.
So
All right.
he broke his neck. Then he decided, yeah, doctors don't really matter. So he shows up after only 1 week off. And I work at a kids camp, right? So kids are climbing all over him. And then his second day there, I was in a room with my boss, and he just says to her, hey, I think I'm gonna go home. My neck doesn't feel too good. Alright, sure. Next day, he messages the group chat, yeah, I'm gonna be gone again for a while. Turns out the kids climbing on his neck re-broke it.
Oh.
Ooh.
So now his, like, head is just kind of at a weird, like, slight angle.
Ooh.
I gotta stay like that.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't do crazy shit with my bike. Mountain biking isn't necessarily crazy shit, but I don't think I would go down an intense trail or anything like that. I would totally go mountain biking, though, if it was pretty chill. I don't know. Biking's nice. I prefer it over walking most of the time. I mean, obviously it's faster. Stuff like that. But it's really nice to feel the breeze when you're going full speed. It's just a good feeling.
Yeah.
Bikes get run off the road in our town, so...
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Well, I mean, I live in a little bit more of a populated area, so I don't have to worry about that. There's sidewalks and shit everywhere, so...
Well, I mean, same here, just people run you off the road regardless.
Damn, okay. They
Yeah,
run you off the sidewalk?
Pretty
Well,
much.
they run you onto the sidewalk.
Shit.
Like, we have bike lanes, and they'll just be like, nah, not today, fam.
I don't think I'd ever trust a bike lane. It's the same thing why I'd never buy a moped. If you're going to be on the road and you're going to be going at least 15, 20 miles below the speed limit, A, expect someone to beat the shit out of you with a baseball bat because of road rage. And B, expect to get hit by a car. Just casually because someone doesn't see you or because someone's angry.
Quick question. Can we get
Casually
these
gets
chests
hit by
out of
a
here?
I mean, you could just relocate them. There should be chests within the
You could
chests.
relocate the chests.
Yeah.
Yes, but
It's so
I have to move all the items.
Do it, pussy.
do it.
Don't break the chest though because clear lag is on, so if everything goes away, I'm just gonna eat your ass.
Is this my problem though?
Yeah, it's gonna be your problem. I'll make it your problem.
Bitch.
This is correct.
Fun fact, because we were talking about the wheel. Story time. There was a period of time for like 2 years when I didn't talk to Dyer. I've known him for a really long time. Because he roundhouse kicked me in the head at his birthday party. Kicked me out of his house at 3 a.m. I had to call my dad.
Wait, he kicked you out?
Yeah, he kicked me out of his house. And I had to climb over his electric fence. Like, not
Why does he
okay.
have electric fence?
No. Okay, that came out bad. Not like okay, it was like a gate that opens, like electrically.
He was the gatekeeper.
No, but like I couldn't actually open the gate, so I had to like it was a tall ass fucking gate, and I was
Oh,
like
so it
fat.
wasn't like a shock fence?
No. That came out really wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't like something you keep your dog inside with. It was
Oh, I released
it was just
Dyer's
like a
horse by
automatic
accident.
fence. Anyways, so to get him back for that, or to get him back for something, I don't remember what it was. It was probably petty and stupid, but I ended up ordering butt plugs to his house. And I just remember
It's all normal people.
that he called he looked up my name, found my dad's business card online, called my dad and said, please make Drew stop. I was on vacation at my grandma's house, and my dad comes in the room, and he's like, "What did you do?" I was like, "What do you mean?" "Well, I got this voicemail." And I was like, "Oh, funny story." But I might have sent Matthew a little gift. He's like, "What did you send him?" And I was like, "Well, I don't think you want to know." And I got away with "Don't do that ever again." But Ethan, great
Yes?
segue. If you pull that shit, I have no problem dropping my paycheck on Wednesday on buying you a giant horse cock.
I'm alright with this. I won't complain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be angry.
I just gotta
if
get
someone
to
did
the
it to me
mailbox
either.
before my dad does.
That's exactly how it is for me. But now that my dad's retired and he plays golf like every single day, he checks the mail like once every 3 or 4 days. Bro, the last time we checked the mail, there was so much mail in our box that I couldn't actually carry it in like one trip.
Who's blowing stuff up?
There was a creepo.
Creeple?
A creepo.
Anyways, because we're getting a little bit off topic here, our next topic is I think it's Bella Delphine. Is that right? Or is it Belle?
Bell.
It's Belle.
Okay, Belle. Bathwater. Thoughts?
I already bought it.
Did you actually?
No.
Apparently people are saying you can get herpes, which is kind of funny.
It's sold out in like 3 days.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be
What
surprised.
the fuck? Why?
Listen,
People like their bathwater.
because I guarantee you some neckbeard is like,
Oh, multiple.
this vagina
Like
was
many.
in water. Yeah, there's. I mean, I'm not surprised. It was a good idea though. She made bank off that probably. It was like $30, right? For like a little tub.
Yeah.
That's good shit. I'll sell my bathwater for money.
I'll buy it.
Because I only have one customer, I'll sell you the entire tub.
I'll take your entire stock.
I'll sell you out. But yeah,
Can I remain anonymous?
to be honest with you though, it's a good PR stunt.
It is.
The
We
amount
put
of money
in,
that
like
she's
your
gonna make
enchanted
from that
accident
shit.
chest.
That she did.
Also, these chests aren't sorted at all.
What the
Two
fuck
of them
just-
are like these two here next to the Dyer's personal chests, and we've all just been throwing shit in them.
That's
Yeah,
okay. I don't think it really
I've
matters.
been putting stuff in and taking stuff out from it.
Yeah, you can just take whatever you want. It doesn't really matter.
Is someone emptying their inventory into this, or are they helping me move stuff?
Yeah, I'm emptying my inventory into it.
Aw, damn. I thought you were helping me move stuff over.
So
I definitely wouldn't have moved the chests if I hadn't been working on stuff that was around them.
Okay, so bathwater is one thing. What about gamer girl pee? For
hit you up with
$9,999.
P.
The real question is, like, you think it would be a waste to drink it though if you got it? Because you
I'd frame it.
yeah, exactly. Like I'd put it in like a glass case. You spend like the amount of
A
money
glass jar.
you could get a car with on someone's urine. Like I know people who sold feet pics on Tumblr. Like that's one thing.
Yeah,
Selling your
I do.
urine. I would sell pictures of my feet. I would even probably sell pictures of my ass. It's not like there's
Okay.
anything that special going on. If someone offered you $100,
But I'd do it for 5.
yeah, I'd do it for 5 too. Bro, I want more money in my bank account. It's not like I care if someone jerks off to my ass. It's a great story to tell. We could be talking about that right now.
Be on the podcast.
Exactly. We could get the guy who bought a picture of my ass on the podcast.
First guest.
Yeah, first guess. I mean,
Do we leave the crafting table inside of the town hall?
in the
Because it doesn't have to
grounds?
be taken out.
Yeah, take it out if you want. I mean,
Well, no, it's covered. I could just leave it there.
it doesn't really matter. It's fine.
It'll be a nice little secret.
Our little secret, yeah.
Except that it's on the podcast.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like, I'd sell my urine for 10K if someone bought it.
I do almost anything for 10K.
Okay, not for me. Not almost anything.
Yeah, y'all are thirsty.
Like,
No, I am.
thirsty for the gamer girl pee.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I mean, like, there's some things you obviously wouldn't do for 10,000.
Yeah.
Like someone, like, I don't know if I want to say this.
Be careful with what you say.
It's like
Susan
on
is
a level
watching.
completely different than Tank.
Susan can eat my ass.
Alright, fine. Penis guillotine. Wouldn't do that for 10,000. You'd have to give me a lot. I don't think any amount of money. Maybe like
Yeah.
100 billion.
I mean,
Because you could get a prosthetic. Or you could just reattach it.
yeah.
I think it quite works like that, bud. Like, you won't
No,
get
no, no, no,
all,
no,
but
no.
yeah.
Flex glue, flex glue.
Flex glue.
Fixes everything. Good. We should call Phil
Bond
Swift.
seals and repairs.
We should call Flex Tape. like
What
the
is being
company.
built?
If I cut my penis off,
My house is being built.
can I tape it back together with the magic powers of
Of
Flex
Flex
Tape? Sir, I don't. Is
Don't
this a
call this
prank
line
call?
ever
Yeah,
again.
don't call us ever again. I mean, we could try to call Walmart, but they probably wouldn't answer.
They wouldn't answer.
So server talk. Remember that time we got DDoSed?
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Can stairs be placed sideways? Can't remember.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't think so.
I'm gonna scream.
You could try. I don't think
I'm
they
gonna
can
scream.
though.
They can't. I just realized that like there's no way to do it.
Those diamonds. I don't. Is that blue or is that green? I can't quite. Oh, that's diamonds. Okay.
We out here mining diamonds.
Spoiling the stream.
I get ads to it. Who's equipping themselves with diamond armor? I see you.
Mining away.
Although I feel like I probably shouldn't take it off, but oh well.
Nah.
I fucking hate this design.
Yeah, we called the person that DDoSed our server gay, and that's how we left. That's how we just got rid.
Yeah. That's
It works. It's a good
what we did.
deterrent. I guess people are just afraid of being called gay.
Well, I mean, they didn't really leave us alone. They smacked our server offline. But
Yeah, okay, that's fair, but they didn't last for very long.
that's true.
Like, everyone just called them gay, and then they got banned, like, real fast.
What happened to all my scaffolding? Where did it all go?
I don't fucking know.
Does it get consumed when you...
No,
Someone steal my scaffolding?
I
No.
don't want your
I'm
scaffolding.
gonna suck your dick if you don't give it back.
I have your scaffolding.
Here.
No.
Where did it go? Is it one of the chests? Oh god, now I have to search for all of them.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I found it. No
It's
sucking
certainly
of the
something
people
I
will
don't
happen.
think anybody expected, though. Definitely something that I never expected to happen.
I could see it happen eventually.
Well, it's something you just don't think about every day. Like, I can understand, like, a server DDoS.
That's something you don't think about everything every
like,
day.
server DDoS, yeah, I see it. I see that happening. Our entire server calling the person gay. I mean, I didn't predict that. That's for sure. I guess it really, I mean, it is what it is. We can't go back and rewatch it. Although I wish I could, because I was like 3 minutes late. to seeing it happen. Like, actually. I saw it in the chat logs and it was really funny. But... oh, man. It's good shit. It's kind of disappointing that you'd use low-orbit ion cannon
Yeah.
to DDoS a Minecraft server of all things. Like, you're 12 and you're trying to commit a federal crime. Okay, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty quality. I'm not gonna.
It was a good meme.
I'm getting so much acrobatics from falling off this town hall.
Shit. That'll definitely do it.
I'll do her.
I hear the scream.
It's phantoms.
Yes.
Phantoms.
Phantoms hate you.
Yeah, they're pretty damn annoying.
Yeah, they're... I mean, I understand why they added them. It's to give value to sleeping. I totally respect that. But it's just kind of like...
I think
especially
they should
like...
be off for servers.
They should have an option to be disabled. Like, on a server that's active... it
That's
makes
just
no
dumb.
sense. Yeah, because not everyone's going to be able to sleep.
And
Like,
some people got like insomnia, you know?
yeah, no, either that or it should be like they only target
Whom's the hell is
the
shooting
person
at me?
who doesn't sleep or something. I just think that they need
Little
to be
freaking-
changed a little bit in order to accommodate.
I'm gonna lure a creeper away from the town hall.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, the griefing is off.
Creeper, yeah, mob griefing's off for towns,
Oh,
which is sick as
kind of wish I knew that before I almost died.
Yeah, it definitely would have been a nice thing to know if you were trying to risk your life to save the building. At least you tried. We can give
One
you
for the
a
team.
Medal
It's
of
like
Valor. Yeah.
plot.
It's like
that?
fucking Konosuba.
Someone get over here. Anyone. You. Is this still coming? This side pillar.
What?
Does this look fine?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Alright. Just making sure. I'm gonna shorten this down a little bit so I can see what I'm doing.
You have to see what you're doing. Pff.
Come on, man, do it blind.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
I will close my eyes and build this.
Okay.
I'll just
go
tell you
back.
what to do when you start playing.
Tell me the blocks and I'll just click.
Tell them the chords.
Sounds
Don't
good.
tell me where. I'll just tell me the blocks.
Okay.
Sponge.
Stairs. Okay, hold up. Move like to the left, like 3 blocks, and then forward. Or just move to the left 3 blocks. You can hear the difference. Or
I've
that.
fallen.
Okay, now go right, like slightly until I tell you to stop. Alright, now jump forward.
Welcome back, everybody, to Building with Retards.
Alrighty. Stairs.
It's like we have a narrator on.
I have opened my eyes and I have built a masterpiece. Wait,
That's
I put stairs
debatable.
here.
You should have directed him to build a penis. Just a giant cock. Cock and balls. CBT.
Yeah, go off away from the town to build something relating to my skin.
No. How about
Fine.
You could, but we might have to get rid of it.
I mean, just give me some, like, flint and steel, I'll burn it down.
Okay! I know exactly where this is going, and I don't want that to happen.
I'll do it away from anything. You won't even notice.
Well, I know about it now, so you can't.
You build by my house,
Where's your house?
like by the old town.
First time ever on the server, bud. No clue where it is.
It's no idea. Wait,
Is there still? Can you do still
Yeah, you can warp to
the
it.
teleport to the.
It's still a public.
Well, what's the name of it again?
Bastock.
So you do
BASTOK.
/T space Bastock? Nope.
T space
You-
spawn space Bastock.
Ah, do that. And I will lead you. I'm charged $5. What is this?
It's a tax.
E-transfers?
Like,
Alright,
you spell it. My dyslexia is.
BASTOK. Unless you need spawn.
The one
Alright,
from
whoever
Final
just
Fantasy
spoke
11.
was like
Nick.
50 feet away from their microphone.
Yeah.
It's BASTOK.
I think it would be fun to get a wireless headset. So I can just walk around the house.
I have one and they're nice.
See, the thing is though, is that
But it's audio delay as
I
well.
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to use them
It's over here.
because what is it called? I have an audio interface which allows me to hear my microphone and shit.
It's on
And
top of a mountain, so we'll be
That
able to see it.
wouldn't allow me to do Bluetooth, and latency is kind of a problem if you're trying to record or play games like Siege or Counter-Strike. I don't play Counter-Strike, but example. Not anymore. I put way too much of my life into Counter-Strike.
I did, but the same for TF2.
But like, I strongly dislike Counter-Strike. It's
Why
not a
do you play
bad
so
game,
much?
I just don't like playing it. I've played it so much that
Understandable.
I just don't like it.
That's understandable.
Like,
There's dogs up here.
I've put probably, 1,400, 1,500 hours into it. And
Slap it like over here.
it became free to play, and it's immediately downhill.
Over here.
I tried playing Danger Zone
You see where I
once, and it was kind of fun, because everybody who plays Danger Zone is shit,
Here, it's,
so
behind you.
it makes you feel really good,
Over here.
because everyone's terrible. But
You
Yeah,
bring any flint or?
I might have some in my chest. I would have to check though.
Alright, we've been pretty off topic for a while here. What's the...
the next
What's the
topic is work stories,
Damn.
which is not bad.
I have a lot, but I don't have any that can be shared without repercussions.
Work stories, you said? I haven't been employed yet, so
Loser.
here you go.
I got a chest of work stories, but
I also have no flint, and I also fear they're gonna light my pine forest on fire. So
Okay, so maybe that was a bad topic. We're out of topics.
Damn.
We've gone through everything.
taint.
No.
I think like maybe
I
like
think we should revive that topic.
max taint size before it gets weird
Jesus
is like
Christ.
3.5 inches.
No, not here.
nah.
I really don't.
Anything over two
Ooh,
and
my
a
birch
half
tree.
is just disgusting.
I think 6 foot is the best.
like your asshole is on your like the bottom of your foot.
It's on the top of your head.
Imagine like
You're just a walking taint.
you have
Oh,
like
no.
you have like you get like a haircut and you you walk
It
in,
gets exposed.
you walk in and you like shave it all off.
No, no, you don't go in for haircuts because you're the top of your head. That's your ass hair.
Technically. You never shave your ass before?
No.
No.
Honestly, I
Have
did
you?
it once and it was a bad idea.
Christ, Nick.
Your ass just like sliced up.
No. It's not. That's not the problem. Like hair, like ass hair, is meant to wick the sweat.
I really prefer if you didn't do this in front of my house.
Ass hair is meant to wick the sweat out of your ass, and if you have no ass hair, the sweat just kind of sits there and doesn't have anywhere to go. So like, imagine having swamp ass perpetually. That's how a shaved ass feels if you don't like completely cover your asshole in baby powder.
Why'd you throw snowballs at me? It got made worse.
Like,
I mean,
you
this is fine.
could use
I'll just-
deodorant like on
I'll
your
pose as a
ass, but that
Christian.
just sounds retarded. That just doesn't
Ass
sound like a good
deodorant.
idea. Cause then like you'd have one stick of deodorant for your ass, and you'd just be wasting a stick of deodorant because you only use it for your ass.
Do you just like
I
use your ability on the? Okay.
I don't know. I'm still figuring out all the plug-in stuff you guys got going
This
on.
is not plug. Well, that. I thought you meant like digging up snow to make snowballs was a plug-in.
well, no, we have.
That's actually
we
a
have-
mod.
There's a mod pack right there.
Yeah, we have a server-side mod pack. Yep.
No, those are just like what are they? Like stats? I don't know
Yeah.
what to call them.
If you use
You're not
the Alex
my
skin,
floor is not done.
your character automatically gets a fat rack. Get some tibbies, some biddies. That's just how it be. That's probably
Titties.
actually a mod.
Titty mod?
Yeah, that's definitely a mod. I've seen it before.
Oh, you like my shrine?
This mine shaft is small. It's only
Hold on,
too
wait.
tall.
We're gonna make it better. Watch out.
Glorious leader.
Glorious leader. Kim Jong.
No, even better.
Oh, damn. We'll get it in the middle of the house.
If you were gonna say Hitler,
there
he's
we
a
go.
good politician.
That.
But that's about it.
That's not at all what we were gonna say, but okay. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna use some scaffolding because I can't. Oh my lord.
We need another
Having
topic.
some head problems.
Yes.
Does anyone have any good ideas?
There we go.
good ideas. You know,
I don't.
maybe
I-
making a list of topics along. That might be.
All right, well, we
wait,
had
I-
a lot of
I have an
topics,
idea,
but
give me a
like
second. Did we run? I thought. What happened to Taint?
that
that was one of the ones that
we
already
over
talked
this.
about it. A little bit.
Yes, but I feel like we could really explore further.
No,
we could do
Can-
like
I'm currently making a shrine for Crux in my house.
As
As in, I made a s-
what?
like a.
Okay, what's the weirdest shit that like paranormal shit that's ever happened to you? That's a good one. Like
Oh, I got
sketchy
one.
shit.
So, at my work, there's this one room, and I don't know what the hell is wrong with it.
Oh,
But the
I have an
door
idea.
will just every now and then just open up, even when you have the lock on.
Fuck. Okay.
It'll just randomly open up. every
In
now
one of
and then.
my old houses, every time I was down in the basement, I was alone. If I was facing this was like when I was like 12 or something or 13, and I was on that Wii like 24/7, and playing Mario Kart.
There you go.
And basically, what would happen is I would be sitting there playing Mario Kart on my Wii, and then I would just see shadows that would be cast across the wall, that would like move, like across the wall. And every time I looked behind me, there was nothing to cast a shadow, so I had no idea what it was. And that's like I haven't had a lot of paranormal shit happen to me, so that was probably the worst.
I mean,
Are you going through my chest? I see you.
I had kind of a interesting one when I was like 12, 13.
Stop that.
One of my old houses, I was
Yeah, I have no flint.
like I was like 12, 13, and it was like 3 a.m. and I was jerking off, and all of a sudden the door to my
T
room
space bond to go back.
slammed open against the door, like the wall, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I get up and I'm like, Dad, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Daddy?
And no one responded, so I was like, that's real funny. You did a real funny thing right there, but no one responded. So I go to my dad, and he's asleep. And I wake him up and I say, did you open my door? And he said no. So
What are you doing?
I go back
Just
to my
collect
room.
things.
Everything's pretty chill.
Oh, it's a shrine. I see.
I'm chilling. It's like I said, it's like 3 a.m. Fast forward like 30 minutes later, the shit it starts opening and closing, like back and forth, like slamming, opening, closed. And I'm like, Dad, the fuck is wrong with you?
Daddy?
And so I go into his room.
Let's
he's
go
still
back.
awake, and he's like,
I
no,
do
I
not.
haven't been
I'm not
messing
part of
with
the
your
town,
door.
so they're just gonna attack you.
And so what ended up
slash
happening
Tuesday
was
spawn.
is that he went over to my room and nothing happened. We sat in my room for like 15-20 minutes and nothing happened to the door. And after that happened, the door like never did any shit like that ever again. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, that's pretty spooky.
Do that.
I think the only other time I've had kind of like a spooky moment was less of like paranormal, more of like the government is gonna rape my ass type shit.
Nice.
Me and one of my friends, he was in my house. He was staying the night when my dad was out of town, and so we were like, let's go to Target. Let's fuck around at Target because it's like 6:30. We ain't got nothing else better to do. And so we go to Target and we walk around a little bit. On the way to Target, there's a path that comes from like the back of my house and leads to this plaza with all these stores with Target in it. And we're talking about like businesses and like online commerce and shit. Just like casual talk, nothing like fancy. Just kind of like shit like that. And so we walk around Target, and so we go through the entire store and walk around the front. I made a joke about the Tide Pods, which brought our attention away, and this dude suddenly appeared in front of us, like dead. We didn't see him before. We were walking straight down this aisle, like in the middle of like a main aisle, and this dude wasn't there before. We turn away, he's there. And so that's already fucking weird. And then we didn't talk about business the entire time we were at Target, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, so I heard you boys were talking about business. And we're already like, what the fuck? And he starts talking about red pilling and Mensa and how nobody actually runs the United States, but it's just a group of generals from like the 60s and 70s and like the most intelligent people in the world. And he's like, I'll tell you what, you don't believe me? That's okay. You do something. You look out for these in the news. They might not be publicly broadcast. You can find them on 4chan, I promise you. 4chan, you can find them anywhere. Live Leak, you find them. These were the predictions he made. He said that Turkey was going to start fucking up the Kurds, and that the United States, Russia, and China would enter an alliance, like a military alliance. And so we get home, we're scared as fuck, right? Because this guy came out of nowhere. He starts talking about all of this crazy shit, and we have no idea what the fuck is going on. So we come home, and we're like, fuck, dude. Like, now that we know this, right. Like, yeah, maybe he's right. And so we sit around, we don't really do anything about it. We don't pay it much thought. We're kind of freaked out, but that's okay. It's more of just like a meme freaked out. Whatever. We go on Live Leak. It just happens by chance after we watch, I think it was like Shrek on my TV.
Yeah.
Like Shrek Rewritten or something like that. Whatever is on YouTube. And
Shrek 5.
we go on Live Leak. The first video, Turkey launches a military attack against Kurdistan. And we're like, what the fuck? And it was like, God, 2 or 3 in the morning. And
so now we're just waiting for the military lines.
The timestamp was like 8 hours ago, which is exactly when we met this guy. And he said his name was John, and that's like the only information.
My man, John.
And so, like, I'm thinking about it because I like writing, right? I was thinking about turning it into like a short story or something, because like it's scary as fuck. I am just waiting for that military alliance, man, because his first prediction was spot on. Like, spot fucking on. He was really confident about everything he was saying too.
You think as soon as he read that, he was just sitting back and laughing his ass off?
Maybe, but I'll tell you what, like,
he was like, these fools, I was right.
Usually when someone goes to like a store, they come back, right? like, if it's Target and you live in the area, you're gonna go to Target again probably. I go to Target like every single day. I've never seen this man. Not ever again. And the scary shit about the whole thing, after he was done talking about all this Mensa shit and his whole rant about how, like, these generals rule the world and how war is profitable and how we try to get into wars as much as we can, all this crazy shit.
I think that's facts. I don't think it's crazy.
No, I think that's facts too, but on top of all the other stuff, he says, alright, well, I gotta get going. He leaves the store without buying anything, first of all. And we walk like 3 steps, and we turn around, he's fucking gone. Like, usually it takes a person a little bit of time to leave a building. To take like 20 or 30 steps, it takes more than 3 seconds. This fucker was gone immediately. We turn around, he was just not there. And it was fucked.
He's the political ghost.
Like I said, I'm deadass just waiting for that alliance. So
I hear it.
Whoever's iron was in that was in the presses. I think it was. He just took it.
I don't really give a shit. I'm just mining because I don't have anything else better to do.
I don't think I have yet. I have yet to go mining, so technically I don't have any iron to my name.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much exhausts the list of my like paranormal weird shit that's happened to me. I've come across
I don't
some
have any
like
spooky
police stops and stuff, but
shit. Like I don't even know if it's like a medical thing, or if it's just like maybe a tart. So a couple years ago, I was fighting in a gym, and I got thrown by a kid that was like 200. He was like 250 pounds, maybe a little more than that. And
okay, so like 110 kilos or something.
And at the about 110 kilos. And for me, no, it's a little.
That's a
little
thicky
bit
right
more.
there.
Anyhow,
120, something like that.
even though I was like 160, actually I was just
Kilos?
No, pounds.
Okay.
160 kilos.
I agreed to fight him because we were in a even more. I agreed to fight him because I wanted more fights. So, but and the way judo works, by the end of the time, they go into tide. They go into sudden death, where the next.
I don't like that it's called sudden death.
Yeah,
Well, it's called the golden.
you're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that was just me.
Okay. It's called.
That's still happening.
Yeah, it's called.
It's called the.
I don't know what is going on if I'm.
It could be that your Discord like register
Discord
in your
bad.
volume.
No,
I can hear a fan
it's
now.
the internet here because I'm starting to lag out a
I'm
bunch
not
as well.
having. I'm not having any. Yeah, Discord. My voice.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
Just bully him about his mic not working.
Here, or 80 is better.
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you.
Fuck yourself.
Listen, I'm
We
okay
got the
with
two
maybe
opposite-
people
I beg your
flying.
pardon?
We got the two opposite ends of the spectrum. We got a person we can't hear, and a person who we just hear their fan in the background.
Okay, so
Oh fuck.
now that I'm done being bullied,
What?
yeah, Nick, I'm going to.
Throw hands.
But it's okay, you'll just whip around and kick me
Nah,
in the
You don't want to throw hands at me. Anyhow,
Okay.
I got thrown by this kid because I made a stupid mistake, and I was tired because we'd been fighting for 7 minutes with no break, which you guys.
It's quite a bit.
And, well, it's
That's more than 6.
but the thing is, though,
Respect.
you're wearing this heavy ass and it's grappling, and grappling is like way more than striking.
It's like it's you grab men.
Yeah, dude, that's my.
Because
I
it,
tell
it
people my
requires like
hobby.
all of your body to do it.
Yeah, it requires your full.
Because
Anyhow, I get thrown by him.
when you just fucking punch someone in the face, is just your arm and like your torso.
Hey, well, let me tell you, I've done a lot of martial arts recently. Expanded martial arts striking, and striking can be just as exhausting, but that depends entirely how good you are. Because it's not then it's exhausting. Anyhow, that little tangent. I get thrown really hard. I land on my. It breaks.
You land on your what?
I land on my collarbone.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
And it breaks, and then buddy lands right on top.
Ooh.
And I hear this nasty. Like it didn't hurt. And I try and push off of it to get up. Buckle. Okay, it's. So it broke my collarbone. Had to wait because we were in such a hours to get an X-ray. No painkiller. So that's. But anyhow, even though that was like years ago now, I get like phantom pains and.
Oh yeah. No, I know how
Yes.
that is. I mean, I didn't break my collarbone, but I broke my arm like 6-7 times when I was a kid. Specifically
How the
my left
fuck?
arm. Okay, so to be fair, it was more like I broke my arm in one spot. Okay. Let me give like the chronological rundown here. I fractured my arm, like my left arm, like right in the center when I was like 2 or 3. And what happened is that after that, like my bone was kind of a little bit weak, you know?
Right.
Because I fractured it when I was like still growing, so it's kind of fucked. And so that happens. While I'm still growing up, I break my arm again when I'm like 6, but this time it's like a full clean all the way through break.
Right.
And the bone was like poking in my skin and shit. And so what happened after that is essentially I broke my arm like almost immediately after it healed, like 5 times in a row.
How do you even do that, Nick? Like,
Well, one or two times it wasn't actually my fault. Like I was still going to school like with a brace on.
yeah.
And like there was this kid named Timothy. He was a fucking Asian kid in my 1st grade class. Fuck you, Timothy. You're a cunt. He pushed me over when running towards the lunch line when we were outside,
Fat bitch.
and it fucking broke my arm again. It re-broke my arm clean in half, and that fucking sucked.
You know,
'cause
Timothy's
I was in
gotta
1st
eat.
grade. But when you talk about phantom pains, I still have nightmares about when they set my arm the first time. And because I was like 6, they can't give me shit like ibuprofen or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
Because there's not like.
Because your metabolism and your kidneys aren't strong
Can't
enough to
handle
handle
it,
it.
yeah.
But
I think
anyways,
my kidneys are strong as hell.
what happened? Like I still have nightmares about having them like move my bone into place.
Yeah.
That is the most painful thing I've ever experienced.
That's. I'm lucky that they didn't.
Like
Mine clean break, so it just healed naturally.
yeah, it's one thing. Like if you break some shit and they're like, oh, you just wear this cast and it'll mold your arm back slowly, like braces, whatever. It's another thing where they're like, you fucked up so bad that now we have to literally move your bone with our hands.
Yeah,
It was
that's.
so fucking bad. Man, why couldn't I have broken my arm like when I was like 12? I think 12 or 13
Well, it's.
is like the recommended
funny though
starting
because
age for
had-
ibuprofen.
I had so much. Like I have a pretty high pain tolerance,
I'm okay.
but I had so much adrenaline fight for 7 that I didn't feel my collar. How fucked is that?
That's pretty bad.
You can get so much. Like it didn't. It felt like my arm like cracking knuckles. That's what.
Yeah.
And I was like, that can't be bro.
Adrenaline is tough shit. Like,
It,
I don't know
Weird.
if you've ever watched like police shit, like body cam footage and stuff like that. But like, I've seen some shit where people get shot. They're like in a gunfight with the police, and people get shot in the chest like 7 times, and they're still on the run. Like, they're bleeding internally, like their lungs are punctured or some shit, and they're still going. And it's fucking crazy what the human body is capable of, like, survival-wise.
Yeah.
You would think that if you got shot in the shoulder, like, you'd be out. You'd be down and out for the count. Or even if you got shot, like, in the arm or something. But if you're in like a fight or flight situation, like if you're about to die, if you're in one of those kind of situations where survival is key, your body will pull through. Like, holy shit. It's crazy.
Something that that's something that I've looked at. Martial arts in specific is that you can do so much more than you think you're capable of. You have adrenaline going.
Because you go into like ape brain.
Well, you don't necessarily go into
say ape brain.
Like maybe when you're like, it's not necessarily applicable to.
Yeah, but
brain,
like
you get.
You know what I mean, though. You go into like almost.
You go into a survival.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
It's weird because I've been thrown with much worse throws, like head over heel, slammed head one way, and that hurt a lot. Adrenaline is a miracle drug.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. I mean, I think that a lot of things wouldn't have been possible without it. That's for sure. Like, especially when we're talking about like military victories and stuff. Holy shit.
Yeah.
There are some things that should have been impossible that have happened. And that's the magic of it. There's just so much shit that you can do that you just don't think you can.
Yeah, well, that's so specifically when I'm sparring. Not so much when I'm sparring, because you're just in a competition, in a fight with someone. Your adrenaline just goes through, and like people talk about getting a 5-minute hits.
This has been a lot of cutting out.
Yeah, but
what is wrong with my mic?
I have a suggestion for you. Do you know, go to your voice settings in Discord.
It might be an internet thing.
It doesn't sound like an internet thing. It sounds like your like mic just isn't picking up your voice.
I haven't had a lot of like problems with experiences with adrenaline. Most was probably I jumped into a bush, didn't know it was a thorn bush, but I was so hyped up because it was during a soccer game or something. I was going to get a ball, and I came out and I was like bleeding everywhere. Like, and I had like thorns in me, all over the place. It looks like I just got sliced up by a sword or something. And I was like ready to go. I was like about to jump back in the match, and someone just looked at me in the with horror. I looked down and was like bleeding everywhere. So I was like, oh, that's a problem.
Potentially. But yeah, Blockers, if you want to try to change your I think it's attenuation. If you go into your voice settings, you can change the threshold.
Yeah, the voice sensitivity or whatever.
Yeah, voice sensitivity. That's exactly what it's called. Where you can change how your mic picks up your sound, which might be useful for you.
I use it to block out the sound of my fan.
Yeah, if I'm doing something loud and annoying, that's what I do as well.
You can also just use push to talk, but
push to talk is
a lot of effort.
Did that help?
I don't know. It's kind of like I can't tell.
Yeah, you have to kind of speak for a
Okay,
while
what about
first.
that?
We'll just see. We'll see after a while.
Okay. Well, I just turned the input sensitivity like way down, or way
Yeah.
up. I mean, so
If that was the problem, it'll be fixed.
okay. Yeah. So like people talk about getting like a runner's high, sort of thing, where you get like a second wind.
Okay.
That's the sort of thing where I've experienced that while I've been grappling, where after about 5 minutes of like intense grappling, whether it's sparring or in an actual fight, but more so in an actual fight, where you just you're still tired, but you get this rush, and you feel like you can go have another go at it, and you're still really tired, but it like sort of removes a mental block, and you just go at it.
Yep, I know what you mean. I actually experienced that quite recently. I wasn't fighting or anything. I was doing a much tamer activity.
Gamer.
We were moving.
Oh.
There was we had like a 20-foot truck filled with shit, like heavy boxes and everything, and I had drank like a full 2-liter of Mountain Dew, so I had like 3.5 grams of caffeine in my system, and it didn't kick in quite yet, so I was like tired, whatever, because I had moved probably half the truck, and I stood up, and all of a sudden, like, I felt like I could move the entire, I feel like I could pick up the entire fucking truck in like one go.
Well, that's probably
That's
a
the power of
combination. That's probably
The
a
gamer
combination
juice.
of adrenaline and gamer juice. Like,
You got that gamer spirit.
Y'all out here talking about caffeine, but have you heard of meth?
Yeah,
You heard of-
I have actually.
Heard of
That was
what?
a bad experience.
Oh, you say meth?
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
I hear the sounds of those. What are the? I don't even know what they're called. A flying horse.
Phantoms.
That's it.
Flying horse.
You get what I meant.
Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
I need so many half slabs.
So Nix,
Yeah.
we're out of topics, and we've been running for about an hour and a half now. Do you think it's time to spin the wheel?
I mean,
The wheel of pain.
The wheel of what happens to Dyer because he's not on.
listen, I had to log in.
Probably
to this
playing Wizard
fucking...
101.
Dude, he's taking that so
This fucking
seriously, and it's
dude.
fucking hilarious.
No, because he actually
I don't get
enjoys
why he
playing it.
is.
He has like a level 70 character or some shit.
What
It's
the
crazy.
hell?
when you're
it's
the level
crazy.
captain Wizard 101.
Bro, like, he was like, bro, you should play with me. And I was like, okay.
No.
Who the hell is trying to play Wizard 101 with you?
And so, because we were just looking at free games, and he was like, you should try Wizard 101. I was like 9, and it wasn't a good time. And he was like, well, the game's changed a lot. And I was like, I don't believe
It's
you.
evolved.
That's a bunch of bullshit. But if we're not gonna be able to play anything else, then I guess I'll take that over being lonely. So
Roblox Phantom Forces.
that's a good choice.
Yeah, Phantom Forces is actually really fucking good. I
Um,
have a disgusting amount of time.
You know what's funny? I enjoy it more than Call of Duty.
So do I, absolutely.
I think it's better too because you have either a bunch of kids who are like fucking pro shooters on there. You know that someone is behind the
that's,
screen who's like 25.
That's well, I may or may not have actual, like, I don't have them recorded, but I may or may not have hit actual clips on that game.
I think we should make a montage.
Well, I need a better PC to do that. My PC can't handle that game and OBS.
My computer
I-
refuses to run OBS.
Oh,
Not
well,
a fact of like it can't. It's not physically able to. It's just like, no.
I have hit a 5 on before where the first 4 were headshots, and I've hit trick shots on the game, and I've hit 5 on where I had a triple collide in there. Like, I've hit some disgusting stuff on that game. I just never have had a PC that was powerful enough to actually play the game and record at the same time.
The thing with me and like PC power is that my PC was plenty powerful enough to handle games before, but I had a major fucking
Graphics card fire.
Okay.
A bonfire. You had a bonfire.
Yeah.
When you have a bonfire inside your PC case.
Before I upgraded my CPU and shit, I had a AMD FX 8350, which is like it was like the most power chugging CPU that I could buy for like $180, and holy shit, it performed well, but it ran at like 100C.
That's not okay.
And
That's you could make your freaking macaroni on that shit.
I know, I could literally like I could safely cook chicken on my CPU. That was the gag. But like the thing with that is that fuck, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
I couldn't stream or anything because the CPU just it was not capable of single core tasks. Like it was if you had a game that had multi-core capability, holy shit, all those cores maxed out. Oh my god, beautiful. It was so good. But on programs like more like older games, which
Wizard
could only
101?
take from like Wizard 101 that could only take from one CPU core. They didn't tank in performance, but there was certainly a noticeable difference. Like if I was playing a game with multi-core support that was fairly old, I would be getting like 1,000 frames. Whereas if I played that same game and it only had one core support, I would maybe be getting 70. Like,
right.
The one core support was terrible, so I couldn't do things like streaming or anything, which don't really have multi-core.
Okay,
shit.
so enough about your old CPU. Spin the wheel.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get a money shot here.
Money shot. Damn, there has been some decent progress made there, buddy.
Okay.
I have made a house. It looks good. I think.
This is the wheel.
I'm closer to finishing up the town hall.
Everybody, welcome to the Wheel of Pain. And by Wheel of Pain, I mean Wheel of Harassment. And by Wheel of Harassment, I mean Wheel of Harassment directed towards Dyer specifically. Because
fuck Dyer.
Yeah.
That's what we can name this episode of the podcast.
You want to fuck him? That's a little bit gay. Okay. That's how we're going to start it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Let's do it. Spin twice. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
One. And I have to spin again. Okay. Tell you what we got. Jail.
Okay, I'll do the command.
Okay.
Is that a command?
Yeah.
What's the number?
This time on the Wheel of Harassment, it's 247.
247. Okay. One.
Jail means that we are going to jail him for like 10 days, and we're just gonna see what happens. We don't know if he can get out of it. If he can, he can. If he can't, he can't.
He can't.
But it's certainly going to be a hindrance, and it's going to be annoying, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we want.
We need to make a jail. Okay, there's a jail called Test.
Just send him
that's
there.
That's probably the one at the town.
Oh yeah, that's probably not a good... Hold on a second. Can we create a jail? Hold on.
Okay, how long? We got 3
Just
hours,
type-
1 year, 1 week, 1 month,
1 year.
1 minute.
10 years?
1 year.
10 years?
1 year.
No, we got. Let's do 1 week.
Okay, that's fair.
That jail does not. Okay, we need to make it
as fair as it can be for randomly punishing someone.
Here, we can just de-op him and... that's too far.
Wait, tell him to add him on Discord. Tell him to come on. Say that we're just starting the recording. We need him to come on.
Oh shit, this is fucking terrible.
Here, I'll fucking add him.
There you go. jail.
Jail.
I don't think he's gonna come on. I think it's too late. But
What time is it?
it's 12:28, so it's 1:28 for you, 1:30.
Oh,
Can't
It's
you just
12:30.
can't you text him?
Do I have his phone number? I don't know.
Wizard cock.
Wait, it's
we were all going over to Discord, so
okay.
I thought it was the right time to do
I'm
it.
just going to.
Okay, you spin it again. You got spin twice. We'll jail him
No,
when
okay. So no spin. So there's two. Okay, let me
What
explain.
was the other one?
Let me explain the wheel while we're here. So we have spin twice, and where is it? Spin twice and daily double. Spin twice means that I spin once and then I spin again, and whatever my second spin is the thing. Daily double is I spin once and we do that first thing, and I spin twice and we do that second thing. Now, some of these are pretty straightforward, but I might as well explain all of the options that we have right now. This was kind of an impromptu thing, so
if you guys if you comment on the podcast, and we might add them.
if you got this far, yes.
Yeah, if you got this far.
So of course we have jail, which is essentially just basic harassment. It's like a little bit of just inconvenience for him, because he has to unjail himself and kind of ask himself why the fuck he's jailed. So we have jail. We have kill animal, which is we kill a single animal, preferably something important like a horse or a died
I'm
sheep.
gonna punch his fucking horse to death.
We have kill all animals, which is straightforward. We have skin logs. That should be maybe 5 of those wheels. That's brutal. We have take items, which is essentially we go in his chest, take whatever the fuck we want, maybe 3 or 4 items specifically, and just not tell him about it. We have horse roulette, which is everybody has to punch his horse until the horse dies. The last person to punch his horse has to explain what happened. We have sign grief, which is where we fill his entire property, every property he owns, with signs with random messages like
Fuck your-
and you got beamed, things like that. We have stone brick stairs, which is a little bit of an inside joke. We filled his entire basement with stone brick stairs, which took him about 15 minutes to clear out. Great time waster. We fill his entire property with stone brick stairs. Maybe we'll edit his entire property in stone brick stairs. Whatever comes first. We have source blocks, which is evil. Either water or lava. That depends on how we're feeling that day. If we're feeling good, we do water. If we're feeling bad, we do lava. We fill a particular place of his house. We don't have to worry about fire tick. It's towny. No big deal. We fill that entire area with water or lava,
Forget about it.
and we don't say anything about it. Replace items with dirt. This is an evil one. We go into his chest. We choose one chest or a barrel, something with something important in it, like iron, gold, diamonds. Replace the entire chest with 64 dirt. The entire double chest of dirt. You know, dirt's kind of useful sometimes, but I don't know about you. I'd prefer iron, gold, diamonds to dirt. It's not that big of a deal.
I mean,
We have-
terraforming.
We have spin again, which is pretty straightforward. You just spin again. Spin twice, which is spin again squared. It's kind of fucking stupid. We shouldn't have the option on there, but why not? It's a wild card. And then
Spin
the
again
best spin on
squared.
here is daily double, which is spin twice, and you choose both things that you spin. The first spin might be jail like we have here, and the second spin might be replace items with dirt. And so we jail him and then replace all his items with dirt, and he's asking, why the fuck was I jailed? And when he gets back into his base, when he finally checks his chest maybe a week later, he asks, why the fuck is this so much dirt? That's pretty much everything we have now. If you have any ideas, put them in the comments. You can message me on Discord. I appreciate that too. Whatever's nefarious enough, whatever's malicious, evil, whatever you want to do that will make his life difficult, that's what we're looking for. If you
What if you listen to the
dislike
podcast?
this portion of the video, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just uncultured. You don't understand what it feels like to laugh at someone else's suffering, and I feel bad for you.
I agree. I think that's a grand explanation of the wheel of harassment.
I think that's really about all we have to say. We didn't...
Can we just name this podcast the Wheel of Harassment and see if Nair watches it?
I mean, we could name this one the Wheel of Pain. I quite like that. It's a good idea.
I have one more thing to say.
All right.
Susan can eat my ass.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's okay. Any other things anyone else wants to say? Finish it off with. Ethan, you're not allowed to speak.
All right,
Yeah.
I promise this.
we can't lose our channel over this. I'm greatly enjoying.
All you need to say
doing
more
this.
than that.
Ham, shut the fuck up.
I can't.
I think the instructions were to specifically tell you not to talk.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's just not possible.
Can we mute it? I'm gonna server mute him.
Get
Get fucked, kid. Okay, he's server muted.
You
All
just got it.
right. So, my closing statement is I'm greatly enjoying doing this, and oh my god, stop. Okay. I'm greatly enjoying doing this. I can't wait until we can get Dyer on so that he can experience the wheel of harassment for himself. And then I'm gonna ban Elder Ham from the server.
Okay,
for
don't
an
ban
hour.
him from the server, but is he
Okay,
typing
what-
in chat? Suck my pee-pee whore. As you can tell, he's very intelligent. Man of
Can't
culture.
ban Elder Ham.
Oh my
one.
god, don't do it. Don't. Oh, yo! Holy shit! Bro, he needs some milk.
Okay, I'll unserver mute him.
Damn, holy shit.
You
I'm
need
eating your fucking ass. I'm just trying to finish building the town hall. I get server bans.
you get temp banned. Here, I'll unban you. Unban Elder Ham. There you go, I unbanned you. That was the perfect. I'll eat your fucking ass. Oh god, no, 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 no,
What?
no, no,
Fuck.
no.
Spoiled my plans. Okay, well,
Okay, we're not... On that
um,
note, folks.
yeah, on that note, everything
What is it?
We basically finished the town hall except for the interior. So I'd say that
I
this
made a
project is pretty much complete. The
Oh,
rest-
it's complete for me. I don't do the interior.
Yeah,
Have
no,
fun.
we'll do the interior. The outside of the building is looking pretty good. I think it's
It's
nice.
not done, but
Well, it's pretty much done.
it's getting there.
I mean, it's close enough where we can say that this project is definitely coming to a close this episode. We can move on to something else next episode and do finishing touches in the meantime. But for everybody who did make it this far, we really appreciate you watching. I hope that you appreciate our topics of the night: Bella Delphine's bathwater,
Taint,
Gamer Girl
taint,
P,
taint, taint.
Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, it was a great time. I'm sure everyone here had a great time. Apple Bottom Jeans Only is sitting here for our conclusion. He's having a great time as well.
Yeah.
If you join
but
the server,
I'll
say
make him
hello.
serenade us.
I suggested that you pay me $5 and I'll sleep with you in Discord. If you pay me $10, we might get a little bit wild in Discord. I'll become your e-girlfriend. Really, that one's for you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Next time,
To
if we
enter our
hit
free gift card giveaway.
If we hit 10 likes in this video, I'll show GTA 6. I got a developer copy. Yeah. I want to fucking kill myself, dude. That was so fucking toxic.